Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They're going to bury him in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Murray. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the... And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First down, Murray. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Murray now. He'll get this off to Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Now Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And Sanders has got it complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. 21-0 our score after 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Bell will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 are fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So, and Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Murray. Jerry Hughes, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And some space here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 82 yards. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On play action, it's Murray. And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a dump off here complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the gun, Murray. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drop?
He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, Beasley, what a nice grab. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Allen's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Singletary. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Singletary again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jerry Hughes bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 42 yards. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, You might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On first down, Allen flushed out right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Murray now on first down. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray flush to his right. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Oh, some strong running. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Play action. Now it's Allen. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got room. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray trying again after the pick-6. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second and short now following the fumble. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Huntley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. To throw, Huntley. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Huntley to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On the handoff, it's Moss. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get